Okay. Well, welcome, yogis. Thank you so much for being here. And I honor your practice. I honor your presence. And it is an honor to guide your practice. We'll do some yoga with our chairs, and you can think of it as giving as one thing that came to my mind today. It's like we're giving these chairs like such an awesome lap dance. Like they're just loving it. And so we're just going to let that continue and be in the flow of our practice and the support of our good friend chair here. All right, so we're sitting on the floor. I think I see everybody sitting on the floor. If you're sitting on your chair, that's fine. Otherwise, take your comfortable seat. Let's start by taking the hands together as if it's cold outside. Just rubbing your hands. Maybe even wring your hands a little bit, get the fronts and the backs and in between the fingers. Start to close your eyes even. Feel your breath. Smile. And as you start to feel that heat in between your hands, we're going to place these over the eyes. So if you're wearing your glasses, sneak them off. Place the palms over your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Drop your head into your hands. You can even have your upper arms resting on your chest. Soften your jaw. And with your eyes closed, look into the darkness. And inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release these hands all the way down. Let them land in your lap, face up or face down, however they go, they go. And keeping your eyes closed, and just feeling the residue of your palms. And releasing your eyes a little more as you just start to tune into the flow of your breath. And just as you are, start to let your head hang a little bit more. And just breathing in and out through your nose, just notice the quality of your breath. And then imagining Mama Cat coming and just grabbing you at the scruff of your neck. Just take that back of your neck back, your chin back. Feel your heart lift. And then settle in and tune into your breath again. Notice what's changed. And by taking the scruff of the neck back, the chin back even a little bit, then we open the breath a little more. And just tuning into that again of just taking the neck back, the chin back, and feeling the quality of the breath. And staying in that position, take a full breath in. Notice and release the breath. And now start to release the head down, just as you do normally, just letting the chin drop towards the heart. You might even notice the shoulders round forward a little bit. Keeping the jaw soft, the eyes soft, and just notice the quality of your breath. And then once again, just straightening up through the back of your neck, the chin, and just feeling the freedom in your breath. And softening the eyes a little more if you can, the jaw a little more. And now joining the palms together, we're going to bring the thumbs up to rest along the center of the forehead. And you can release your head a little bit, chin down a little bit, but keep that pressure of the thumbs at the forehead. Soften your shoulders, your jaw. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, keep the head where it is, but release the hands down now in front of the heart. And then on your inhale, lengthen, lift your chin. And exhale as you are. And take a full breath in. Release. And we'll open practice and chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Bow your chin, release your hands, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to start with just downward dog at the chair. I'm just going to take my blanket and just put it at the back of the chair, just resting against the wall, just for support. And let's do this too. Let's take your bolster and just put it down in front of your chair. So it's not, doesn't need to be right touching the legs, a little bit away from the legs. Good. And then once you have that, just take the heels of your hands, the edges of the chair. You can walk your feet back to wherever you think they're going to go, knowing you can adjust. And then just shifting your weight back, the palms maybe come to rest on the seat of the chair. You can bend your knees, send your hips back, and make it your own, my friends. So, if you want to rock a little bit, front to back, or wiggle your hips, just feeling into this little bit of movement if you've been sitting all day, just releasing, and feeling your breath. So I'll say it again, you could be flowing front to back or just sitting back and just moving your hips a little bit or just feeling in. Good. And then coming forward, and I'm just going to walk my feet forward a little bit. Okay. From here, I'm going to take my right foot and just put it on the chair as best as you can. And once it's on the chair, just kind of walk it so it's more in the middle of your chair. Okay, then we're going to drop the left knee down. And that's where you have the bolster there. And that might really help. And if that's still too tight, adjust here. You can walk the bolster back and just come up and take the bolster back. Or you might not even want the bolster. So I know for myself, I might ditch the bolster and just take this really nice big stretch. But so you take the time, make it your own. You can hold on to the chair here and maybe you lift your heart, just breathe. If it's no good, take your hips back a little bit and even let the right knee come to the outside of the right arm if you need to. But as I say that, if you are going to take the right knee to the outside of the arm, turn your right foot a little bit. And you might even put the big toe, second toe on the arm legs of the chair here. So however you are, and just settle in, breathe. Feel this release, the front of your left thigh, not calf, maybe calf. Good. Just take 2 more breaths. Good. I'm going to bring my hands maybe, just so you can lift the left knee. So kind of find that place, lift your left knee. And then we're just going to straighten the right leg. Again, it doesn't have to go straight. You could slide it, forward on the chair. So I take it forward, the toes are at the wall here, or you can take it back, you know. You could just play, see that place that you can be here and breathe. Okay, now I'm gonna notice for myself, I feel the tailbone tucking. I'm gonna try and untuck a little bit. And draw the left hip forward. Take one more breath. Good. And then we'll just pull that right foot off and come back to your downward facing dog. And just, yeah, make it your own. Bend your knees, notice what's changed. Feel your breath. And you might even sit down so much in your legs, your belly comes to your thighs. That might feel really nice. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to come back up, walk the feet forward. If you know, maybe the second thigh, you'll replace your bolster or whatever you need. And then left foot comes onto the chair. And once it gets there, you can walk it around so it's more middle of your chair. And then we start to drop this right knee down. And maybe on the bolster or not. Okay, you can keep your hands on the chair, on the seat, or take them up to hold the front of the chair. You might even lift your heart. Breathe. Okay, adjust for yourself, whatever you need. You can walk that left foot out if you want to take the knee out a little more, if you need to do that. Let's even be in that place where you can close your eyes, drop in, and just release the front of the right thigh. And take one more full breath in. Breathe out. Okay, come to a place, use your hands somewhere on the chair. You can lift the right knee and bring the legs straight-ish, whatever that means. And again, the left heel can slide forward. Maybe that would feel nice, or you keep it back. Just look for a place where you can stretch. Okay. And after you've settled in, I love to notice my tailbone. So if it tucks under, that's going to make things a little less stretchy. And if I start to take the tailbone back, even just starting, I'm going to feel a little more in the back of the left leg. And take one more breath. Okay. Release the foot, come back to your downward facing chair dog. Whatever that is, just come to a place where you can extend yourself, feel your breath, and breathe. Okay. I'm just going to come forward into this modified plank. So turn your hands so they're the outside of the chair. Take yourself forward, and then exhale and send it back. And we'll just do that 2 more times. And it doesn't need to be fast. And just feel like there's a bit of cat, there's a bit of cow. We'll feel the undulations of your spine, the flow of your breath. If your hands want to move, all of that. Okay, and then we'll just settle into dog for a few breaths. And as you're here, wherever your here is, take the scruff of your neck back, take your chin in, and breathe. Okay, we're going to come forward and just do that again. So we're going to put the right, so you walk your feet forward, put the right foot on the chair, and then find the drop in the left. So you already know this. Okay, hello, good friend. So make it whatever you need. Okay, breathe. And this time I'm just going to change. The only thing I'm going to change, holding onto the top of the chair here, I'm just going to press my foot into the seat and see if I can even lean back. Take the scruff of the neck back, the chin in. Release the left outer hip, your breath. Close your eyes. And then just soften in. So if you put any effort, just drop in. You can even bow your chin if you like. Let's take 2 more breaths. Okay. Then we're going to come back up into that pyramid pose. So that's the legs straight-ish. Okay, so I'm going to change this a little bit. Be here, 2 more breaths. Okay, then just come forward, put the sole of the foot, so you just bend the right knee, come forward. Okay, now from here, you're gonna straighten the right leg again. So I'm standing up, I can do this. So see how this is. Or maybe you step forward, I know I have a bolster that I'm just gonna move it forward. Take my right foot right to the wall and rest the heel on the top of the chair. If that, if that's too big, just go back down. So find your place. You can move the chair a little bit away from the wall too. Find your place. Breathe. And I'm going to lift the arms in the air. So just reach up. Anchor all parts that are in contact with wall or floor. And reach up. Good. If you can come forward, maybe you reach and touch the wall here. Or touch the wall even with your foot down. And breathe. Smile. Good. Bend your right knee. I'm just going to spring off. So I'll take my hands off the wall, step down, and then just pause here, do nothing. Just feel all that good energy being lovingly released. Good. Okay, let's just add that energy. So inhale and just take your arms straight up in front of you and all the way up over your head. Turn your palms to face down. And as you exhale, just bring those palms straight down as if you're just pressing the energy throughout your body all the way down. And once they get down, just pause. Good. Okay, now reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, take your arms to your hands to the chair. Find your place, step back, find your downward facing dog. And breathe, you can wag your hips a little bit, your tail a little bit. And then we come forward enough so you can put the left foot on the chair. Find your place. And then we're going to lower the right knee down. So once you have that, let's take your right knee down on the bolster or without the bolster. Settle in here. Hello, good friend. I know you. Hold on to the sides of the chair, the seat of the chair, whatever feels good. Drop in. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit extra by really pressing the left foot into the chair. Hands hold the arms or the whatever this is, the sides of the chair. Lift your heart. Take the scruff of the neck back. Take the chin back. And breathe. And then just let all that go, but stay in the pose. Feel your breath. Soften. One more breath. And then coming back to pyramid. So lifting the back knee, straightening the left leg for a moment or two. Breathe here. Feel. And then we'll bend the knee, place the foot on the chair just so you can come up. And then you find your place. So you can put the foot down, remark, like don't be afraid to do that. Say what would be good. Maybe, keep the heel on the seat or take it all the way up. Anchor your right thigh back. Find your place here and then reach the arms up. And then you anchor the foot into the floor, foot into the wall, the arms reaching up. Take the scruff of the neck back, the chin back. Notice how that will take the right thigh back a little bit. Again, take an inhale. And then exhale, we come forward. And I did say this last time. If your hands don't touch the wall, you can just place them on your thigh. You just find whatever it is that you can be present to. Breathe into that. Smile. Okay, notice your right foot on the floor, whatever it's doing. Be aware. Good. Okay, and I'll take the hands off the wall and release the foot down and just stand, do nothing. We'll just add that bit of energy work. On your inhale, just take the arms straight up in front of you and right up above your head, palms face down, and exhale, bring the energy down. And then we'll just do that one more time. So once the hands come all the way down, inhale, just sweep them up. And exhale. Good. Pause here and breathe. Good. Okay. So you're just going to reach down, grab your bolster, and bring it about halfway on your mat in front of the chair. And then once it's there, you'll step over it. So you're between the bolster and the chair. And open your feet a little wider apart. Sweep your arms up, inhale. And as you exhale, open the arms out to the sides, bend your knees, find the hands on the chair, and we're moving into squat. So now you can put your heels on top of the bolster here. The toes can turn out a little bit, and you lower yourself down if this works. You might sit right on your bolster. You might be able to rest your head on the bolster if that's possible. I mean, on the chair, on the bolster would be impossible. But maybe you can rest your head on the chair. I do have this blanket right here, and maybe you could pull yours over as well and make yourself a nice warmer spot for your head if that works. Or you could just be hands on the chair, breathing. And just take 2 more breaths here, and you might even take your hands and just kind of hold the back of your chair. Even you can go all the way over the seat to the very back. Good. Okay, and then bring yourself up, and we're just going to stretch the legs on either side of the bolster, from either side of the chair. Chair, bolster. Got it. Okay, either side of the chair. And then just notice, if your feet are right at the wall, you might want to move your bolster back. Okay, so I'm going to put this blanket on the chair, and I might even fold it over a couple times. You could also throw another blanket there. So I'm just going to make a little, just fold it into 3s here. So I just had it nice and long, and make a little head cushion. Okay, so we're going to fold forward. This is, I'm just going to put my socks on. So I'll take a moment and just do that too, just to support the heels and everything else. Okay, let's move this stuff out of the way. Okay, so now you're here. So you know what's going to come next. If you need blankets for underneath your knees, you're at home, take the time. And then just mark this. So come forward, see how this is for you. Okay. I'm going to give you some little tips too. So I know I'm going to take the bolster back. I can go forward more. I'm going to do that. It's actually better to be back because it's easier to pull the chair forward once you're in it, I guess. So, okay. So once you kind of have your space, be like, oh yeah, okay, this could be good. Then here's my little tips. So before you fall in, the first thing is that we want to keep the scruff of the neck and the chin in, and have the skin of the forehead, I say it all the time, drawing down. It's very easy when you're supporting it here to drop and let the back of the neck arch. Okay, then we're going to squander our breath. So you want to try and keep that. The other thing I'm going to do, so if you just watch quickly before I send you in, I'm going to put my head here. Then I'm going to take my arms onto the chair and I'm going to pull the blanket closer. So I'm just pulling it in. So I'll show you when I get up. And then I'm just going to smush it around my head. So I have this really nice support. So when I come in and I look at it, I can see I have a really nice little head support there. So I'll put it back and you just, when you come in, you just kind of pull it in towards yourself. Okay. The other thing you might want to do is if you have another blanket, depending on the temperature of wherever you are, it's nice to take something and just kind of snuggle it around you like your beach towel. So the back stays warm. You have this nice here. You okay?
I'm not cool.
Okay. Okay. And then you bring yourself in, kind of find your place and find that comfortable place. So maybe the third eye is resting on the edge of the chair. You might have the hairline, depending on, you know, your flexibility. You can pull the chair in. So you're not going for your maximum capacity. And then once you have the head comfortable, reach your arms so they're resting fully on the seat of the chair and gently draw the blanket in towards you. Then you can kind of push it in around your head, make a nice little head hammock. And then I'm going to extend the arms again, resting on the seat of the chair. Just the hands resting comfortably. And then attending to that scruff of the neck, chin in. You might notice when you do that, the eyes become a little heavier. Okay, so take the first few moments in the pose to make any adjustments. If something doesn't feel right, you need to come out, move your chair, any of that. Do that, make it comfortable. Good. Okay. The longer we stay here, the more the body will start to open. So if you feel you need to push the chair forward after a few breaths or a few moments, then go ahead and offer that to yourself as well. Okay. Just enjoying where you are, your breath, your steadiness, and your rest. And if you find that the chair feels very heavy, and just pushing it away from you a little bit, creating more space. And you might want to bring your arms down and even rest the space between your thumbs on the front legs of the chair if you like. Elbows on your thighs. Or keep the arms resting on the seat of the chair. Just moving into your final few moments. Just noticing if the neck has dropped or if your head needs to be readjusted. And just very slowly starting to extricate yourself out and just come to sit. You can pop off your bolster or stay on it if you like. And fold your legs in. However you like, just be in repose. Just feel. Okay. So the next one we're going to do, I'm just going to have you turn to the side. So whichever side you're facing me. And I'm just going to extend one leg underneath the chair and fold the other leg into Janu Shirshasana. So you have your bolster. You can rest the knee on the bolster. However the leg goes under the chair is fine. You can always move your chair to kind of find your leg. Okay, but once we're in the pose, you'll see what you need to do. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm just going to show you while you're watching me. So with this pose, you might even use a block or put your blanket to roll it up. I'm going to rest my head here on the chair and see how that is for you, if that's okay. If it's too deep, you can always just hold your head here. So see how that is, and then you can kind of go, okay, that's okay. Maybe I want to put a block in. That might be better. You kind of play a little bit. So I just folded my blanket so quickly, but I'm just going to do a little bit of a better job. And just kind of make a little pillow, just comes out. And then I can pull it in. That for me, that's good. Okay, so once you kind of have your thing, knowing you can adjust, and just pause for a moment, sitting as you are, feel into what you've got. You can even close your eyes, breathe. And then even with your eyes closed, you start to walk that hand underneath the chair, take your head down, and then use whatever you need to prop it up nice. And then I'll just rest bent knee, hand on bent knee. And my hand that's underneath the chair is going to just hold the bottom rung, but it doesn't need to do that. It can just rest on the floor. I'm just going to hold the bottom rung here. And again, you'll just take a few moments to just be here, feel. Okay, so as I'm in here, I start to notice I can take my head back a little bit. So I'm just going to walk my head back. And I come to lean back a little bit. You might move your chair even with you. So you can move the chair if you need it. Let's find your place. Breathe. Good. Okay, so you're welcome to stay exactly as you are if you feel comfortable. Or you can take that hand that's holding the bent knee and reach it up and over. And you might hold onto the top of the chair, but you could also just drop the hand onto the seat of the chair. So that they're obviously going to be very different. So you decide whichever you would like. And then we'll just drop in for a few breaths. And my arm is right on my cheek. It's all fine. And if you have that arm holding the back of the chair. Maybe now you're just resting on the seat of the chair for a few breaths. And take that hand and just rest it back on the bent knee, thigh. Okay, so we're gonna here for another 3 breaths. So now you can put your arm anywhere you like in the next few moments. Good. Okay, and then slowly find your way to release. The head can hang as you come up, and then once you get up, you take it up. And you can stay like this for a few moments or stretch your legs out, whatever you need to do to just receive. Good. Okay, and then we'll do that on the second side. So I'm actually just going to move my chair over, but you're welcome to just move your body, whatever works. Okay, and just adjusting your props, checking, is it going to be okay on this side? Making any adjustments. And then I still have this nice blanket around me, so I'll just wrap. Okay, and then just coming in. So this arm might hold on to the bottom of the chair, but if that doesn't feel good, it's not a requirement. So it can also just rest. So take a few moments, adjust your chair, your props, and find that place where you feel you can be here. And just start with the hand resting on the bent knee, softening your jaw. Just feeling tightness or request for space happening inside of you. Okay, and then if you wish to take the arm all the way over, maybe the back of the chair is accessible or not accessible, you can always rest on the seat of the chair. And then just drop in again. Okay, just take 2 more breaths if your arm is all the way over. And we're just going to rest the arm on the seat of the chair to invite in different opening. Calm your breath. And just taking your hand again to rest on the thigh. And you can just keep your hand there, or if you want to take it all the way over again, or wherever you like for the next few moments here. slowly, again, just, you might come up or keep the head hanging and then come up and adjust yourself to just receive however you want to sit. Just feel. So good. Okay. Good. So from here, I'm going to take the chair and I'm going to turn the chair so that I have the top part is towards me and the legs are at the wall. So I have the top of the chair here. The seat of the chair is just right here. The legs are there. Then you'll take your bolster and we're just going to lay it down. Hopefully the height will be okay. You know, if it's not good, you can always put a block underneath your bolster. Just gonna move cute puppy. Good. Okay. So once we have this, you can adjust, you know, the bolster can move. The end of the bolster could be over the top of the chair. You adjust. Like you're just gonna lie down and go, okay, is this nice for me? Oh, maybe I want a little bit more of an angle. So I'll just walk the bolster in front of that part of the chair and come back and oh yeah, that's my sweet spot. So I feel my back of the head is kind of supported on the edge of the chair here. Bolster's underneath. So move that bolster. So I have the bolster now, the edge of the bolster is in front. And you make it nice for yourself. Okay, I'm going to come into Baddha Konasana. So you can have legs stretched out, put something underneath your legs if you like, or maybe a Baddha Konasana with blocks or blankets, you know, whatever you like. And then you can cover yourself. Yeah. Good. So however you like. You have an eye pillow and put it on. We get this nice. So this is definitely, we're going to be here for Shavasana. But if you want to just take a moment once you're in it, you just reach your arms over your head. They kind of go in between the legs of the chair. And just reach and breathe. And you can even just let your hands relax. And the legs of the chair are kind of going to hold your arms there. Just take a few breaths, elongating without effort. Okay. I'm going to add one more for the arms before I let you choose what you like. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my arms out from there, take the hands and grab hold of the legs of the chair and just let the elbows drop out. So if that doesn't feel good, you know, walk your hands down or up, kind of find that place. Definitely a nice chest opener and a stretch for the front of the shoulders here. Now you're welcome to stay with the arms in either position if that feels nice. The next thing you could do with your arms is obviously just take them down and rest them. But if that doesn't feel good or it's too much of a drop, grab a blanket or another block and just rest your forearms on the blocks or blankets, and that might feel better. So whatever feels nice, and you can keep your legs in Baddha Konasana if you want to stretch them out here and move into your Shavasana. Then that's up to you. So however you like to do that. So I am going to stretch my legs out. I'm just going to take them apart, let the feet flop. I'll grab these blocks and just rest my forearms on them with the palms kind of facing up. And then settle in. If for whatever reason this isn't comfortable for you, then feel free to adjust your position to whatever would be better. Scanning and releasing more deeply. Your eyes and the scruff of your neck. Just beginning to invite in gentle movement. Your legs are still in Baddha Konasana, just stretching them out and moving your feet around. And stretching your arms over your head to what we did at the very beginning. We'll just pose here, wiggle your fingers, move your wrists. If you want to grab the rungs and let the elbows hang out for a moment or two, just opening your heart. And gently bending your knees, and you're still going to roll onto your side. So just kind of guide yourself and come into your fetal position. Just dropping in for a few moments here. And as you're ready, you'll make your way up, and it's nice and slow. Keep your quiet. So just being in your stillness. Feel a little twist here. Even though we're coming out of Shavasana, maybe just a little gentle twist on one side. And on the other. And coming back. And bringing your hands together at your heart. And exhale, gently bow your chin with awareness to the back of your neck, your throat, your chin. We'll seal this class with our May We Be Blessed mantra and one Om. Inhale.
May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy.
Inhale. Bow your chin. Bless yourself here. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hand. Catch your breath. Lift your chin. Open your eyes. Namaste, yogis. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. And